Up and going. There we go. And TikTok. See, there's too many clicks, I think. It's just too many clicks. Just takes you too long. I'm trying to find us here. It says one of my friends is live, but I can't find me even. Come on. Must be a lot of people going live right now. There we are. Phew. Took me forever. So who else here? Hey, Melinda. Hey, Connie. Left cold Chicago or cold St. Louis. I know it's cold here. I mean, this morning it wasn't too bad. I went outside with a just a real light jacket on this morning. I was fine. Then at lunch it was a little colder, and then at dinner time it was really cold. So winter is ready. Oh, thank you for sharing, Melinda. Thank you so much. Hi, Mara. Vince, how are you? And let's see. Dirt Bike Girl, thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Let me see if YouTube's up yet. Must have clicked on the wrong place here. Come on. I just really don't like this. There we go. And used to, it was so simple. You just push a button, and as long as your internet was working, you went live. Now there's every place. So, so we'll go ahead and get started. If you guys have been watching me for any amount of time, you know, this winter I've been trying to go over and use a lot of my pieces that I've had for years, and this is one of them. And I was just kind of floating around tonight trying to decide what I was going to make, and I came across these little containers. They're just real cute. It's Kringle's candies, and I had gotten in these gingerbread picks, and I thought the two just kind of looked like they just were meant for each other. If you look at the gingerbread man, he's kind of has this rustic looking roping around him, and then on the candy cane and the peppermint down here, they're kind of muted, and this is too. And I just thought those, as soon as I saw that, I knew exactly what I was going to do tonight. So anyway, we'll go ahead and get started. And we don't really have much room for anything drastic in here. We're going to be pretty limited on how much stuff we can put in. I did go ahead and I prepped the container. I put some foam in there and just a little bit of the moss over the top of it. When you're prepping your containers, you do not have to completely cover this, the foam. And some people cover their foam with hot glue and then put the moss on. I don't recommend that. Some of the stems we use, it has a hard time getting through that glue, and so I don't glue it on. The stems will help cover or hold it down, and then if I feel like it might be a little bit loose, or if I've got a larger area, I'll use some floral pins and just kind of tack it down. But I don't recommend gluing it. But like I said, I've got this guy. I've got a couple of them. I'm hoping we have room for them. And then I've got these little eucalyptus picks that I may have shown you these before. I picked these up at Hobby Lobby. I just love them. They're frosty and sparkly. Makes you think about winter. And then I've got these. I just went through and I'm just grabbing some leftovers that I've been working on some other projects. And I've got this, I don't know what kind of pine that is, but then it's got some sparkly on the top there. I've got like 3 of those, but that's all I've got. Oh, no, it's not. And then I've got some ribbon, I've got two 1.5-inch ribbons. I don't know if we'll have room for that or not. If I had smaller wired ribbon that would work, I would saying that out loud, I just thought, well, I wonder if I got any red gingham and about a 5/8 inch. But if I had some smaller ribbons, I would use them. But I grabbed this ribbon because it has the same roping along the edge as the gingerbread man does. But I felt like that was going to be too plain, so that's why I grabbed the red velvet, just to give it a little pop. So anyway, so let's get started. So how is everybody? Hey, Catherine. Yeah, the container does have a vintage vibe. It sure does. And for some reason, I thought those guys did too. I mean, aside from the glitter, but I mix those all the time. I mix more vintage and rustic and glam all the time. So who's about done with this time change by now? I know I sure am. Oh, thank you guys for all the follows and the shares. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. So now the first thing I know I need to do, I forgot to take the tag off of this. First thing I'm going to do, I don't want it to be real tall because we got a little dainty container. Let me see, it's about 5 inches tall, so I don't want to put anything, real massive on there. Old school they used to say no more than 1.5 times the container height, but nowadays it's just pretty much anything goes, just whatever looks right. Oop, I just pulled all my moss out of there. But so what I started to say, I want to cut this down just a little bit into different sections. I may even trim this down later, but I'm going to go ahead and trim that down now. Make sure I'm cutting the right things. So is there anybody out there that does not do the time change? I know we used to, back when I can first remember, we used to do it, and then I'm talking about here in Indiana. And then we got to where then we didn't change it for a while, and then we got back to where we changed it again. And actually in Indiana, if you don't know, we have 3 different time zones. And it's crazy. I mean, sometimes, like where I live, or where I grew up, I always liked it in the wintertime because my favorite mall was about an hour away from me, and it was in an hour behind us in time in the wintertime, and I could leave the house and get there at the same time. So it was crazy. But it's really hard on your body, I think. All right, so we've got those 2. And I just want to put just a very little bit of this eucalyptus just to cover the base just a little bit. And it actually comes in 3 different pieces here, but I don't think I'm going to need to break it down. Let me look here. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and just leave that as it is, I think. Well, it's kind of loose, though. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and take it apart, I guess. The tape was pretty loose on it. Does anybody have any plans for this weekend that they want to share? Am I in southern Indiana? I used to be in Vincennes. That's where I grew up. Which it's about an hour north of the southern border, but now I'm in Terre Haute, Indiana, which is about an hour north of that. Are you from Indiana too? Oh, Susie's doing a craft show tomorrow. Well, good luck to you. This is a good time to do it. Those are a lot of work, though. I don't do craft shows anymore. I used to do one at the hospital every year just because I worked there. But I don't do them anymore. They are a lot of work. All right, I'm just going to, like I said, just put this little base in here. Just add a little sparkle. And get one more. Melinda's over the time change too. I'm the same way, Melinda. I want more daylight at dark, at nighttime. I want to go outside, but nowadays it's, about 4:30 and it's already dark. Whenever I used to work in Evansville, which is the city that I was telling you where the nice mall was, and when I was working there, 4 o'clock in the afternoon, it was pitch dark outside. Okay, I think that's good for a start. I might bring in a little bit more in to kind of drape over, but I don't want to cover, I don't want to cover the sign here either. So, oh, Marjorie, I'm happy to see you too. How are you guys? I'm going to check on YouTube here. See if we got anybody. Hey, Sharon. Very chilly and round rock. Yes, I know. I know. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Yes, I know. It was nice here this morning. Well, cooler than I like, but it was doable. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put these guys in there next. And I need to kind of plan out what I'm going to do because I'm so limited on space. So actually, I'm going to cut this down a little bit more even. I may even have to, this stem is really, really thick on here. I may have to put a pilot hole in my foam. Almost did something really stupid. I almost came down right on that ball there, or that little peppermint. Okay, so let me look here. I just love gingerbread though. Christmas is so much fun. I have a feeling I'm going to be rearranging some of this whole pick here. All right, I've just got an awl, and I'm going to make a pilot hole in that foam because I'm afraid if I don't, that I'm going to have trouble getting that thick stem in there. And I just don't have much margin for error. And make sure I've got my handle in the back. Have you guys ever done that before? Made something and then left the handle in front where it's hiding everything? I have. Yeah, there's no way I would have gotten that in there without that hole. All right, let me see here. I'm going to leave that candy cane there for right now, but I think it's probably going to be too tall. That's what I was talking about. I feel like we're going to have to do some rearranging on some of this. All right, now my other guy I want a little bit taller. So let me turn that around there. And I'll turn it around so you guys can see here in a second. Okay, so I'm going to cut it down just a little bit. I don't think I'll need to use a pilot hole for this one though. I hope I don't eat my words here. No, it went in pretty easy. That one did. Needs to go down a little bit though yet. Okay. All right, so that's what we have so far. Like I said, I think these are too high. We're going to do something different with those. So it's, and really, I could quit really quick here. Like I said, I'm not going to leave those, but it's filling up really quickly. Oh, Stacy, you live in southern Indiana, east of Seymour. I know where that is. Yeah, my ex-husband has some family there, and we used to go through there a lot. Oh, thank you, Paul. Thank you. Thank you, Jamie. Just lost it. There we go. I tell you. All right, I'm going to go ahead and take care of these now. As I said, they're way too high. I should have cut them off before I put it in here, but I was wishful thinking, I guess. Thought that was dropping. Okay. That lets that guy have a little bit more room to go backwards too, so. Okay, looks better that way. All right, now let's decide where we're going to put the candy canes. And I also need to rearrange these peppermints. I think that would look good right there. But don't be afraid if you need to rearrange things. If your pick's not quite like you want, I'm taking things apart all the time. All right, so I want to put one of these up here, right here in the front. A little bit lower, like that. Oh, somebody just said, what about moving Catherine, you just said about moving the ball in the middle to the outside. Great minds, right? Yeah. All right, and I want this up taller. I just thought I didn't put any glue on that other peppermint. I need to take it out and put it back in there then. I'm gonna okay. That's what we have so far. Oh, you did it. Yes, I did, Catherine. I looked up after after you had said that, I guess, but anyway, we did. Okay. Now, we still have more of this original pick here left, quite a bit more. I'm going to cut this down. I know I want to, well, I think, yeah, I don't want it that tall. That's way too tall. So I'm going to go ahead and cut this off before I put that other piece in there. right, so we've got the little ornaments on here. You see where we're going to put these. I might even need to cut this down a little bit too. So I want some of these ornaments in front. I think I am. I'm going to go ahead and cut that bigger piece off. That way I can place everything exactly where I want it. It might not be too bad back there. No. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and place these ornaments first. Like I want some up here in the front. I may even have to take them off and put them in independently. So I think that's going to be too tall. We're just going to dissect the whole thing. Because I've got this little spot right here that I think this will fit just right. I've got to make sure it's not going to hide the snow or the gingerbread bread. Yeah, I'm just going to put that right there to fill that hole. Okay. I need some more of this up front here, but these are a little bit smaller, so I think I'm going to cut this and I'm going to use that. What I'm talking about, I've got this right here, so I want to bring some over here on this side too. Cut it down just a little bit. Not sure I'm liking the eucalyptus in here. May have to do something different with that. All right, let's see. I'm hoping this little skinny little piece here is going to go right into that foam. I don't know. We may have to do something different with it, but and it did. So just set that right there. I don't like the way that eucalyptus is just jutting out there now that I've got that pine in there. Let me try and cut one of them off. Might use it someplace else. Yeah, that looks better with just that one out of there. So, oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. All right, now we'll get that white ball. I'm just going to put it up here on the other side. It's probably right in here. So I just set that right there. What glue do I use? I only use Gorilla Glue. It's never failed me yet, knock on wood. But I only use Gorilla Glue. I use oh, what do you call them? The sticks, and then I also use the liquid glue. So that's the only glue I recommend. All right, I'm really wanting to put this back here taller than that gingerbread there. Kind of like that. But I don't have a long enough stem on it. And I'm really wishing I would have waited on the eucalyptus. I'm going to cut some more of it out here just to make a little bit of room. You know what they say about hindsight, though, right? All right, I'm going to have to put a pick on this. Just a wooden floral pick because my stem is not long enough. You know what, though? I changed my mind. I've got this. I think that'll be tall enough. Yes, we're going to use this instead. And then I'll just put those ornaments in separately. Do need to trim the bottom of the stem here, though. I don't know if you guys can hear it, but is anybody else a Yellowstone fan? My husband is a die-hard Yellowstone person. I mean, he has watched every single episode no less than 15 times. And he's up there watching all the reruns again right now. He's so excited for this weekend. Anybody else like that? Hey, Kenna. What? You like the eucalyptus? I like it. I just don't, I wish it was a little more flowy. And I wish I would have waited until later to put it in there, because then I would know a little bit more where I could put things. Okay, that works. All right, now let's get some more of these balls in there. I've got some other ones too, and actually I think I like those better. But I'd like to have one right up in here. Want one right over his head. Okay, like that. And then what I do with the white one. We'll put that one back here in the back too. I'm going to turn him back around so I can see where I'm putting it. bit higher. Okay. All right, so that's what we have so far. Hey, Gail. Thank you. Oh, you have a gingerbread kitchen for Christmas? Good deal. Gail's a Yellowstone fan too. Oh, I know. I know he just watches them and watches them, and then he like falls asleep, and I'm still there, and I watch it, and he doesn't believe that I've watched it, and we've already watched it before, and until I can tell him what they're going to say next, then he believes me. But okay, now I'm going to do something with this eucalyptus here. Just needs repositioned. There. I just didn't like the way it was just jutting out the front there. Okay, what else we got? I've got some other ornaments that I was thinking about putting in. And I just remembered I've got these too. Yeah, I like that. I'll put that guy right there. Thought they were different sizes. They're not. Okay. And that right there. So I just put that right there behind his head. Okay. I still need to do some stuff in the back too, but I'm going to work up here first and get this going. I feel like I need something right there in the middle of the two of them. And I kind of want to put another one of these in. I really don't see any place where that works. No, I don't think so. Unless I put it back here in the back. I might do that. Just so the back's not completely unfinished. Okay. I just put that on the back there. Okay, now a little bit more red. I use a ton of these little mini ornaments. Every year I always try to stock up on them. I'll turn this around here as soon as I get this in so you can see what I'm doing. Okay. So I just added those 2 ornaments. Yeah, I agree. I agree. The white one looks bad. I know. I agree. And I'm not really a fan of this one either. Or this one. Especially after I put those other ones in there, it makes that one look that much like cheap, really. I think I'm gonna cut it out. But especially since you agree with me. We'll put something that looks a little better. I just don't like that. It looks kind of ratty. I don't know if it's the tinsel on it, maybe. I don't know. It just looks, with the other ornaments, I just think it looks cheap. So now I can add more of my red ones. I like these better. I must be rich. I don't know why you think that. No. I think that's a state of mind anyway. I think you can have a lot of money and not be rich. Yeah, I like that. With this just kind of peeking out right behind his head there. Okay. Looks better. Where are the picks from? I got those from Craft Outlet. Craft Outlet. I get a lot of stuff from there. Okay, now I've got that ribbon. I don't think that's going to work. I mean, it would have been nice, but if I had more room, maybe I would try, but even the red, I don't think. Doesn't mean I won't try, though. We're going to try. like that. I'm just going to put a loop. That's all. And look and see how much foam I got to stick this in. No ribbon. I'm gonna try the velvet here. Actually, I'm not going to cut it even yet. I'm going to wait until I get it in there. And now I do need that pick, and I just put my tape away, I think. Actually, I need to cut it. Oh, thank you guys for the share. I really appreciate that. Couple loops. I think I only got room for one. I'm going to see what it looks like. Thank you, Connie. I just think a pop of red there will look cute. I did my tape. All right, where did I do with my wire cutters? It's probably too long. I just can't get that pushed in there. There. Oh no, that didn't, just slid sideways. Feel like I'm running into something. It's time for the awl again. Make us a hole here. There, shoo. That's a lot of work. A lot of work, and it's still not where I want it. There we go. I'm just going to trim that down a little bit. If I can, when I'm doing Christmas, I use red velvet. Unless there's a reason not to, I just love red velvet. There. Yeah, I don't think I'd have more room for any more than just the one loop. And I might try to put one up here too. Or maybe some tails or something. Just trying it on for size. See if that's going to work. I don't think so. Okay. All right. So that's what we have so far. Oh, thank you. Hey, Zuli. Thank you, Jamie. Thank you so much. Okay. Let's see. Finishing touches now. I think we need some more of the eucalyptus up by the gingerbread man. In this spot right here. And what I do with those pieces I cut out. Got one more somewhere. Maybe I don't. Now this whole thing is going to be too much, so I'm going to cut it down. I'm just going to stick it right there where I showed you in front of that gingerbread. Okay, and so if I do that there, that fills that area, and now I need just a little bit more over here, I think. Actually, these pieces we cut off, we could probably glue those in. I'm going to clip off the bottom of these, though, so we can got a little bit more room to work. I just stuck that right there. Hey, Dorothy, that's okay. You can always watch the replay. That's no worries. No worries. Okay, I think we're pretty good from the front. Now I want to come back and work on that back a little bit. Need something down. Just need just a little bit of fill back here and we'll be good. Might be able to just use this. Actually, that's going to be too much. Cut these off again. use these other pieces here and just fill in around it. Maybe one more. Okay, so I just kind of filled in the back there with some of that eucalyptus. Okay, I might put one more ornament down there just to make it not look like it's accidental that those are back there. Maybe I can use that one. No. This will be a one-sided arrangement, but still, you don't want to leave the back neglected, because you don't want it to look like an afterthought. Okay, so I just put a little ornament right there in the middle just to fill in that spot. So, hey, Arthrine. Oh, thank you, Zuli. Thank you, Susan. Thank you. Thank you, guys. So let me give it one more look here. And I found that other piece that I was missing. I knew we had another one somewhere. I just couldn't find it. Maybe I said it there and I just forgot, but it might be you guys knew where it was, but I didn't. Okay. All right. I think it's good. So. All right. Let me see who else, if we have any questions here. And if you ask a question, let me know. If I missed it, just go ahead and ask it again. You're not going to hurt my feelings. Can I see your glue, or can you see the glue? You're talking about the glue pot. It's connected here. I'll turn you over here. I've got the cord's attached to my table. But it's just a little glue pot. Or actually, it's a small electric skillet. And there it is, right there. Now, if I were going to, I've had this for years. It's the only one I've ever had to buy. Even though when I bought it on Amazon, the reviews weren't very good, but I bought it anyway. And you can see it's been through the ringer, and I've never had any problems with it. But if I were to buy another one, I'd probably get one that had the temperature guide on it. Mine just has low, medium, and high. And, you're just, sometimes I got it smoking. Sometimes it's, the glue's not hot enough. but there's some that have the temperature on it, and that's what I want when this one dies. I mean, I'm not gonna, just throw this one away because it still works. But yeah, I'd probably do that. Plus, I'd probably get a bigger one too. I never dreamed when I bought that I was going to be doing what I do now. But so, oh, thank you guys so much for all the likes and the shares. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Okay, let me see. If anybody else have any questions? Oh, you're welcome, Bonnie. You're very welcome. Oh, speaking of teaching too, if anybody's interested, um, the 17th, I'm going to be releasing. It's Black Friday. I was trying to think what I was going to do for Black Friday, and so it's actually going to be before Black Friday. But here's the deal: I'm going to have a course on how to make a tree topper, how to make a, a holiday arrangement, and then two, also we're going to decorate a tree. And it's all going to be coordinating pieces together, but I'm going to be releasing that on the 17th. So if you're on my email list, you'll be getting information for it too. But if you just kind of follow. Oh, thank you. Yes, I sell everything I make, Joyce. I sure do. I've got a Etsy shop, and it's actually linked in my bio. If you look there, I've got a link for it. So. But yeah, we're going to be decorating a tree, and I'll show you some like different ways to apply ribbon to a tree, and where to source your ornaments and that kind of thing, so that they can coordinate. Because some places have actual packages that you can buy where you don't have to hunt for this and then hunt for that, and they already have everything coordinated for you. But do that, the tree topper, and a Christmas arrangement. So anyway, I'll keep talking about it when it gets closer to time, but it'll be released on Thursday the 17th. Okay? All right. Any other questions? Yes, and Joyce, if you're interested, gosh, I can't talk. It's way past my bedtime, but if anybody's interested in purchasing, I do have a link in my Etsy shop. It'll say made on live video with today's date, and then you can purchase this. So, okay. All right, well, that's all I have for you tonight. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I really appreciate it, and all the kind words. And if I am not live before, I'll be live on Tuesday. We do bow making on Tuesdays at 1 o'clock Eastern time. And we do a variety. We do handmade bows. We use the Easy Bow Maker, and we do the Pro Bow. And so yeah, we'd be glad to see you there. Have a good night. Bye-bye.